Puppies, puppies. You gotta come up. There's one. Come on up. There's two. All right, let's do this. What is your hair doing, Gabby? Who knows? There we go. You ready? Did you drop it? All right, we're gonna try and do this fairly quickly before Jake comes home and judges us for talking into a camera for an hour. All right. Once Upon a Corgi podcast. It is episode 21. I totally missed 20. Yay, 20s! We're legally able to drink now as a podcast. Together, we did it. I'm Gabby. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Gabigales, and we are joined today by Iron, one of our corgis, and Audrey's underneath the camera. They both have little chewy toothbrushes, so they're gonna be quiet for a little bit. Yeah, this is a yarny, knitting, spinning, sewing, puppy, hand-dyeing yarn podcast. You can find all of my hand-dyed yarn at uponacorgi.com. And yeah, I think that's it. We did it. There is a cat, and he may come up and knock stuff over here. So, intro's done. All right, that's it. That's all we needed, right? Like, that was all you wanted? I just want to say a giant thank you to everybody who has sent us well wishes. Iron has, like a weirdo, pulled a toe or like twisted a toe. He was zooming too hard and turned around and twisted something. He is doing much better. There is only a noticeable limp when he thinks he's in trouble or wants more attention. He's doing much better. So thank you to everybody. You want to say hi? Say hi and thank you. He weighs 38.8 pounds. How big of a corgi can you get? Come on. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for the well wishes and the snuggles. They were much appreciated, and he is feeling much better now. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all new viewers for checking us out. Hello, and thank you so much to all returning viewers for coming back. Guys, we are over 1,000 subscribers, and you know what that means, a giveaway. Last episode I said I was going to do a giveaway. You get one skein of the Riley base from my shop, which is 100% non-superwash yak. It's a DK weight, 246 yards a skein, and you can choose whatever color you would like me to dye it up in. So pick a number between 2 and 58.
Your random number between 2 and 58 is 11.
11! 99 ukulele! You win! Yay! Let's put this over the thing. So, Amy from Ohio, her dream sweater would be made out of hand-dyed merino silk or merino cashmere. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing. So yay! Get in touch with me when you see this. And let me know what color you would like your skein in. Yay! You can just private message me on Ravelry. So that's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. Other group news. This is going so smoothly. We have a pumpkin knit along going along with Joanna from Stitching the High Notes. Hi, Joanna. It is a knit anything in pumpkin themed or shaped or just pumpkin-y. As long as it's pumpkin-y. We've got our pumpkin candle going on. I've already got Christmas coffee going, so oops. But that started September 1st and is going until November 24th, US Thanksgiving. No whips allowed, but you got plenty of time. You got socks, you can knit pumpkins, you can knit pumpkin themed socks, you can knit sweaters in pumpkin themed yarn, or crocheted. That's fine. You can spin pumpkin things, but we do ask that it be like a finished knit or crocheted object. Thank you to everybody who is participating. The chatter thread is going swimmingly. There's already so many finished objects. I can't believe it. We already got one of our prizes in, crinkling, embrace it. This was donated to the Cal by Denise from the Yarn Geek podcast, and she has the Yoshi and Lucy handcrafted hand-dyed yarns on Etsy. And she gave us the Miami Vice colorway on her Isabel base, which is 75/25 merino nylon. And just everything's looking a little bit more purple on the screen, but this is just like a beautiful vibrant pink and like an electric purple. I'm so jealous, guys. It's beautiful. So this is our first prize. Thank you so much, Denise. There will also be some mini skein sets that I'm dyeing up of the Christmas colorways, some bags that Joanna is going to be sewing up. I think we have a couple of the prizes coming in. We're just waiting for them to physically be here, and I think that there's a couple patterns to be given away as well. So get pumpkin knitting, guys. It's technically the first day of fall, so the time is now, and now Audrey is yelling. Yep, that's my dog. For my pumpkin knit along, even though I can't win any of this great stuff, I had to cast on something. So I cast on a pair of socks in my Because Pumpkin Spice colorway, and I just want to show you the skein first, because you're probably gonna die when you see this sock. Like, you're gonna die. This is it. This is the end of knitters as we know it. So this is the skein. You hear her be so mad? I am knitting the Caramel Latte Socks by CC Ullman. There's a picture. I am doing this for the Knitting Broomstick Coffee Date with CC knit along, and the goal is to knit everything in her book Coffee Date with CC. I've got one pair of socks and one shawl left after I finish these guys. So you've seen the yarn. Just wait. Oops, oops, oops. Actually, you can't see it. I just pulled all the stitches off a needle. Hold on. Okay, alright. I'm in the middle of the heel, so don't judge. Look at it! Oh, I don't know where the camera is. It's on the wrong side of the phone. So, you can't really see the pattern in it, but it makes a really beautiful texture. I'm probably going to reknit these in a solid, but I think once I block it out, let's see if I can do this without ripping all the needles off, it'll look a little bit better. That's not too bad. It's a lovely texture. I just wanted to knit up the sock really bad, and I wanted to knit with this yarn really bad, so I made them work together. But isn't that beautiful? I'm waiting on some dye to come in, and then I will get more of this up in the shop. That'll be in the shop update section. So, oh, I'm so excited. My mom bought a skein, and she's knitting a shawl with it. I'm going to try and take a picture of it this weekend while I'm up there, and so I can post it on Instagram, because it's knitting up beautifully. Like, one side's got big, like, orange and brown sections, and then the other side is, like, striping. Like every 2 rows. I love it. I'm so in love with it. I can't wait to dye this up again. I love it. It's like orangey. Obviously it's orangey. It's not what I want to say. It's Halloween-y and pumpkin-y all at the same time. Oh, I love it. It's so festive. I'm knitting this on 1.5 Knit Pro Zings, and I've got, as one does with a coffee date knit along, I have my little coffee progress keeper, so that just starts every pattern repeat. And I cast this on, I want to say Sunday. It's been my football knitting. I don't watch football, but Jake watches football, and I like to eat football food, so it works. But yes, I think that's all the announcement things. We have the pumpkin knit along going on, we just did the prize drawing, and I think we can officially move on to some more knitting stuff now that you've already got one work in progress, and it's living in my Good to Be a Girl Gasly's bag, because I love them. Other works in progress, it is full swing Rhinebeck prep time. Let me just adjust myself here. Full-time Rhinebeck prep. We have 3 weeks until Rhinebeck, so if you haven't finished your sweater, you gotta hustle. Hustle. So, we have, is this a hoe? Would this be a hoe? We have the front of our Wendy's pullover done. We had about mid-bit of, I'm still having a mid-bit of panic here about this thing. It'll be fine. You're gonna be fine. And it is in Hedgehog Fibers Pollen, and I love it, and I can't wait to wear it. In the moment of panic, we avoided we got second sweater syndrome? Backo sweater syndrome? We got sweater syndrome, so we cast the back on today, and this is now what I essentially have to work on for the rest of the week. I don't know what my hair is doing. I apologize. It's that's all we got so far, but we're getting there. I think once I get past the ribbing, this should fly by until I get to the button part, and then things are probably gonna get weird, but I have no doubt that this might be done in time. The question is, will I finish everything else that's supposed to go with it? It is living in my Mrs. Brown's bag that everyone in my knit group is so jealous of, so every time she has an update, I send everybody the link, like, go now, do it! I don't know if anyone's gotten one yet, but I wish them the best of luck. Other Rhinebeck prep, the goth shawl in our goth bag. I'm hoping, am I in the middle of a row? This is the Highland Peaks shawl by Mina Phillip from the Knitting Expat, who congratulations on finding out the gender of your baby. I'm not gonna say anything because it's not my place, but congratulations. We're getting there. The pattern itself ended about here, and because I didn't read the directions and bought twice as much yarn as you're supposed to have, I've just continued in the increase rounds, and now we are here. So we've just entered into this dark red here, and then we have this bright red, and we're done. So we've got 2 colors left. I have to weigh this, but it takes about 2 to 3 grams a row now, so this should be flying off quite quickly, and then we can start on the lace section, and that'll be done. So this is my Saturday morning knit group knitting. I can just knit forever and not have to pay attention too much until I get to an increase round and have to count. So we're slowly going. Oh, that was, the black was Cease and Desist by Skeiny Dipping, and the red gradient was a loop bat that I spun up into a single called Poison Strawberry, I believe. That's all the Rhinebeck prep. We are probably just gonna focus on that. The pumpkin socks are gonna have to go on the back burner for a little bit, as are these socks, which I'm super sad about. They are, I'll show you the bag after because I have some things. Did I just pull? Well, no wonder why my stitch count is off. I gotta rip the needle out. These are also probably gonna go into hibernation for a little bit, just so I can get all the Rhinebeck stuff going, because apparently when I have a deadline, I have to wait until the last week to do stuff. So these are the BB-8 socks I'm knitting for Jake. It's the BB-8 self-striping yarn by Mustache Yarns, 75/25 superwash merino nylon, in size 0 9-inch chow goose, and we are working on the heel flap. We're about halfway there. And it's just a slip stitch heel and some knit picks. Slowly coming along. I accidentally stabbed myself with one of the needles, so I've been like mildly afraid of this sock for a while, so we're just gonna have to get over that fear. Other sock I am working on is the Haverland. These are the droids you're looking for sock set. And this is the R2. And I'm doing an afterthought heel on this pair, so I've got my waist yarn in, and I just want to get 3 solid stripes done and then put the heel in, just so I can try them on for the toe. This is on size US 1, 2.25 millimeters on Knit Pro Zings, which I'm in love with. I don't want to knit socks on anything else except them. And that's mate is living in my Erin Lane bag. And that is the C3PO, and that's living in here because I did do the heel on this one. So I did my 3 rows, and then I did my afterthought heel in some just red knit picks, and that looks like a very pointy heel, but not judging. So same needles, essentially, 2.25 millimeter Knit Pro Zings, and yes, this will also be going in a little bit of a hibernation until the Rhinebeck stuff is done, because I do want to get that all finished and off the needles, you know, before the night of Rhinebeck. I think that's it for works in progress. I haven't really touched my Cozy Memories blanket. I do have some spinning. There's a knit group that meets on Tuesdays that I go to, and it's hosted either at a club or a Panera or sometimes people's houses. And so last night it was just, we dubbed it a spin night because one of the lady that hosted it, she spins too. So I brought my spinning wheel and I worked on my loop bump. It's the Creekside colorway, and it is Merino Nylon Angelina. So, camera's over here. We're in the blue section, not a lot left. There's a gray, there's like a green, there's a nice like swampy gray green that I'm sort of obsessed with right now. And it's going along. I'm probably about halfway done. I'm hoping I can fit everything onto this bobbin and then do a chain ply and turn it into socks. So we did some spinning love this week. I do want to get into my drop spindles more, but we haven't really had the time. Yes, that's it for works in progress. No sewing. Rhinebeck dress is still in timeout. I have to dig that up. I think I'm going to dig that up tomorrow night and at least get the straps done and attached, because then from there it's attaching the skirt, hemming, and the zipper, and that should take me no less than an afternoon. I'm probably gonna cut out the material for the shorts, and maybe if Adrian isn't quilting this weekend while I'm up at my parents' house, sew the shorts, because that should not take more than an afternoon. I mean, they're shorts, so once I do them, it should fly by. The problem is getting the motivation. I've been on like a sewing, well, I think I'm gonna watch the British Sewing Bee and try and motivate myself a little bit. We're also doing this with no show notes today, so if I seem spazzy, that's why. Is that? Yes. Okay. Iron's asleep and it's adorable, and Audrey's just giving me giant puppy dog eyes under the camera. I'm so sad because I'm not throwing the ball. Yeah. Oh. I don't have any stash acquisitions. I'm doing well on my diet, except that one purchase I made that I'm waiting to come in. Shh, I had to. There was no choice. I did a swap with Molly from Molly Klein Designs, and she is too kind. She's way too kind. I can't believe the amount of stuff she fit into that package, and just the amount of stuff she fit into that package. I don't have any of the minis with me. I've put them in my little, not this one. This is a tiny terrarium. It's my yarnarium. It, as you can see, is overflowing with minis, so there's another pouch of minis in my stash that I put all their stuff into. But she made me a Star Wars bag. And it's housing all of my Star Wars socks, as it should. It's got green sparklies. She has an Etsy shop, Molly Klein Design. Let me show you the tag. Can you see it? And she just has the most adorable things in it. She also sent me Just Sheep 100% Highland Wool in the Spring Grass colorway. You know, lightsaber colorway. It is so blown out. I love it. I think I want to... I don't have any worsted weight. Maybe I could probably get away with a DK weight. This is gonna... I don't know what this is gonna be. I kind of want to make like super dark navy blue and put this in it and do mittens or a nice gray and do a hat, just a Star Wars something. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is gonna like light the world. Thank you so much. Ball of Love Yarns, I think that's what it's called. And the base is Just Sheep. And she sent me some minis, and she sent me a little packet of some fabrics. I don't want to get dog hair all over them, so I haven't opened them, but there's this checkerboard. There's another one sandwiched in there. These little love yous, and this beautiful pink. I think these are going to make some lovely bags, or maybe like a nice little lap quilt. That'd be cute. Ooh. I think there's definitely enough in here to do like a little lap quilt. What's up? Do you have something to show? Do you have a finished object? Who's your FO? And Crinkle Crinkle Eclipse by John Bayville. I don't know if you guys have read this. She said that it was a really good book and highly recommended, and I cannot wait to get started on it. So thank you so much, Molly. It was really too much. Like, stop. There's just so much. More, a viewer, I didn't ask if I could say her name on the podcast, and I'm so bad at remembering to do that, but a viewer reached out to me and said she wanted to send a thank you gift. So I said, of course, thank you for watching, and thank you for everything. She sent me the sweetest little package. First off, she got this at Comic-Con. It's a zombie Squirtle. I love it. He's gonna go on the wall over there by Mr. Freeze. Right there. I just have to go get a frame for him. And she sent a little package of Pocky that I ate immediately because it's beautiful, and some mini skeins, and a hedgehog fiber skinny singles from the club. Oh, it's beautiful. I was like crying while opening this because I figured it'd be like a card and maybe some mini skeins, and it was beautiful. She has a corgi as well named Cow, and I love him. He's so cute. Audrey's now at the door like, Cow? What? So yes, thank you so much. Both of you, you're both way too kind. I am awful at swaps, obviously, so thank you. Just thank you so much. Everybody, just thank you. General, thank you. And that's going to move us into shop update stuff. So if you're not here for shop update, thank you for watching. And if you are, shop update, we had another super successful one last week. Thank you so much to everybody who made it and everybody who's still continuing to look. I'm going to show some stuff that's in the shop, and then I'm going to show the stuff that's going to go into the next update September 22nd at noon. So Thursday noon Eastern Standard Time will be the shop update time, so check it out. What's currently in the shop, most of these are across all bases except for one. So, and there's I think multiples of them too. I did a huge Nia, apple fritters, and red leaves, and libraries update last week. So those are basically across all the bases. We have Nia, red leaves, and where did it go? Apple fritters. So those are across all bases. There's a bunch of them in the shop still. We also had some passively neutral. This coffee is making me awesome. Oh, here's Nia on the DK base, the Riley base, which is the 100% non-superwash yak. And we have a couple of Because Pumpkin Spice in the shop So I'm going to do one more big update of Becomes Pumpkin Spice and Zombie Kangaroo. I'm just waiting for the orange dye to come in. And whatever's in the shop for Nia and Apple Fritters, that's it. Yes, this is the one more update for those two, and then that'll be it for the Halloween fall colorways. And then we're gonna start going into the winter and Christmas colorways, because whatever's in the shop, that's it. And then I'll announce the last update for these guys. So what's going into the shop tomorrow is, oh, other news. The Polworth yarn, it's going to be a little bit until that's back in stock. My supplier has been out of stock for the past couple weeks. They are waiting to hear from the farmers when it's going to come back in, so we're just crossing our fingers it's very soon. Gilded teacup across all bases. And we have a couple new colorways coming out too. This, I'm thinking about doing a yarn club, not a 6-month or 3-month subscription, the Iron decides to eat breakfast now. A month-to-month subscription, so you can do every month, or you can do every other month, or you can just pick and choose, but it is going to be a Lemony Snicket yarn club. The sign-ups for the first month are going to go up October 1st, and they will be up for 5 days. So the morning of October 6th, I will close the listings. So this is not the first month, this is just the first colorway. They're going to coincide with his books. If you haven't read the series of Unfortunate Events, they are a fantastic young adult series. This is Lemony Snicket. This is on the ginger base, and I've dyed this up across all the bases. I mean, I'm gonna go in book order, so the first club will be The Bad Beginning, but this will be a constant, and I'm in love with this color. After doing so many autumnal colorways, I've been drawn to blues and grays and greens and purples, so I think this will be really good. And I think this will be a really good masculine colorway. I sort of just ran it all over my house to my dad and brothers, and Jake were like, would you wear this? Is this manly? I don't know. So I am in love with this colorway. Lemony Snicket. And I'll do a posting on Instagram about the clubs. I'm sort of making this up on the spot right now because I thought about it, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fantastic. And if you have any of my yarn, please tag me at Once Upon a Corgi on Instagram. I would love to see what you were knitting with it. This is so broken, all of this. You would think after 3 cups of coffee I would have a brain, but no. There will only be 3 skeins of this colorway. They are all on the penny base, and Melissa will understand this. She left a comment on Facebook about how I have to stop posting beautiful yarns, so we will have this limited edition Evil and Heartless Full-Time. Yes. So there's 3 of these, and that's it. I did not write down the recipe. I did not pay attention enough to do this. I put them all on the stove, I dyed them up, and went, yep, 3 all in penny base, so then if you can snag them all and want to do a sweater, or you want to do a really big shawl, that's it. This is all I have. Evil and Heartless Full-Time. I love it. I almost want to keep one for myself, but I won't be mean. The more I look at it, the more I want to. Like, look at this red. Who does that? I do. I did that. The other thing that will be in the shop, I'm debating between calling this Emerald and Narnia, but this is on the ginger base, but it's going to be across all bases. I think I'm going to go with Narnia. So this is the Narnia colorway. This is new. Lots of new colorways. I will have some Tom Kitten. There'll be 1 on each base. Get some Beatrix Potter back in here. And We have one other new colorway that this batch is gonna be one. I think I'm gonna tweak the recipe a little bit after this batch. The more I look at it, the more I like the way it turned out. The recipe for this one might get tweaked a little bit. I do like the colors. I'm just sort of playing around with the color proportions. This is Nice Guys Finished Dead. I think I just want to add a little bit more of the green in this blue and a little bit less. I like the brown, I just want a hair bit less of it. So, Nice Guys Finished Dead. I guess I'm also, would you consider this a manly color? I guess I'm also on like I want a cool tone manly fall colors. So we will also have those. I'm going to try and dye some up today on, this is the Audrey base. We'll also have it on Penny and Oliver. So, Nice Guys Finished Dead. My brain is going pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Yeah, this is, full-time dyeing is so amazing. It's stressful and fun and busy and crazy and a little smelly, but I love it. Because Rhinebeck is coming up. I had to make up a Rhinebeck colorway. I'm gonna bring some to Rhinebeck. I'm gonna have some in the shop. This will be a limited colorway. I haven't decided how many skeins of each, but a lot probably because I love it. So this is my Rhinebeck colorway. It is I'm knitting a swatch out of it. So my inspiration was when Adrian and I drove to Rhinebeck. We took the back roads, so it was looking up at the sky through all the leaves and the trees and the fall colors, and I love it. So this will go up in the shop in October. I just want to get the swatch knit up before I do any more and finalize the colors. I love it. Yeah, this is gonna start going up the first October update, and then I will have some at Rhinebeck. I think that's it. 45 minutes of just shop talk. Actually, 13 minutes of shop talk. Yeah, life stuff. Lots of dyeing. Had our fun emergency vet visit with Iron, so that was a blast. We are doing the Western Connecticut yarn crawl this weekend, me, Mama Gergs, and Adrian. So we are going to be traveling like this in the middle of Connecticut and then down the side. So that's super fun. And then Coventry Farmers Market on Sunday, where we will meet Sue and shop yarn for Fiber Friends weekend and probably go grocery shopping because that's what I do when I go to the farmers market. I can't wait. The pups will be there, so if you are in Connecticut or near Connecticut and do the yarn crawl, say hello. If you're at the Coventry's Farmers Market, say hello. And that's really it. I have to get sewing. I've got yarn. This is my lunch break, so I've got yarn on the stove. Oh, there will also be witching hour in the shop. It's all sopping wet right now, so I'm not gonna touch it. And I'm in the middle of dyeing it, but there will be some witching hour and maybe some dark like my soul. So it's gonna be a colorful update. Let me just say that. Yeah, Jake wants to dye some yarn, so I'm hoping he gets out of work early enough so he can dye some. He wants to put out a boyfriend line, so keep an eye out for that. Other life things besides snuggling puppies, which I guess will include reading and watching. Not reading anything at the moment. I want to start the book that Molly sent me really badly. I really want like a book in my hand, but I also want to knit while I read, so it's a little bit of a conundrum. Watching, it's on Netflix. It's called Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Fantastic. The first episode's a little bit painful. You have to get through it. It's gonna be okay, but it is so good. It's like Victorian. No. Is it Victorian? Regency? Is that the era it's called? Turn of the century. 1880s. No. Maybe. When's King George? Maybe it is Regency. I think it's the Regency era. It's essentially England. It's like Labyrinth meets pre-Hogwarts Harry Potter. not moral of the story. Basically, magic has disappeared from the world 300 years ago, and now magicians are trying to figure out why and study it, and magic is slowly coming back. So it's sort of the story of like them trying to figure out magic and like the traps and things that happen when fairies get involved. It's so good. It's so good. And there's only 10 episodes, so it's easily a one-day binge. Yeah. It was fantastic. I'm still working on the time in between. I fell asleep during an episode, and now I can't figure out what episode I'm on because it's in Spanish, so I don't know what happened last. Slight downfall when you watch a show not in your native tongue. Audrey's just sitting under my desk and barking. I think that's it. Watching a lot of podcasts. No new ones yet. I'm still, not having a 4-hour commute really cuts down on my podcast time, so I'm a smidge behind. Working, yeah, I can't show you the stitching because now it's top secret. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I've got some yarn to go dye. Probably gonna have some lunch real quick and get this edited and hopefully up tonight. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the shop. Honestly, without this podcast, I don't think I would be as successful as I am with the yarn thing. So just a giant thank you to everybody who watches, who subscribes, who supports the shop, who follows us on Instagram. You can follow my personal Instagram at Gabigailed. You can follow the yarn Instagram at Once Upon a Corgi. There's a Ravelry group, Once Upon a Corgi podcast, where you will find links to the show notes for all of this, which will be on uponacorgi.com. So I'm going to go before Audrey has a temper tantrum and meltdown. And thank you so much. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.
And if it comes out really bad, I didn't even touch it. It was all you.